to the Samia. Yachaga. Yachagama, Yitama, Yachaga. Bye bye, anyway, I don't know. Bakalika, yes, oh, yes, oh, my one pay. Bye bye, anyway, I don't know. Bakalika, yes, oh, yes, oh, my one pay. Ganu dende, rasta so dende. 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 Yita mubi opa na bate the Samia. Yachaga mubi opa na bate the Samia. Yita mubi opa na bate the Samia. Yachaga. I go the bell in the money, I need Jan in the money. I say coffee in the money, I say more Jan in the money. Winter in the money, and Stevie Nappy in the money. Robert Mesa, goalkeeper number one. The boy, a beshe, you suro biala. 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 Yita mubi wa papa na bate the Samia. Yachaga mubi wa papa na bate the Samia. Yita mubi wa papa na bate the Samia. Yachaga. I be the bell in the money, I need Jan in the money. I say coffee in the money, I say more Jan in the money. Winter in the money, Stevie Nappy in the money. Robert Mesa, goalkeeper number one. The boy, a beshe, you suro biala. 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 Yita mubi wa papa na bate the Samia. Yachaga mubi wa papa na bate the Samia. Yita mubi wa papa na bate the Samia. Yachaga mubi wa papa na bate the Samia. Yita Yachaga Yita Yachaga. Bye bye, anyway, I don't know. Bakalika, yes, oh, yes, oh, my one pay. Bye bye, anyway, I don't know. Bakalika, yes, oh, yes, oh, my one pay. Ganu dende, rasta so dende. 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 Yita mubi wa papa na bate the Samia. Yachaga mubi wa papa na bate the Samia. Yita mubi wa papa na bate the Samia. Yachaga. I go the bell in the money, I need Jan in the money. I say coffee in the money, I say more Jan in the money. Winter in the money, and Stevie Nappy in the money. Robert Mesa, goalkeeper number one. The boy, a beshe, you suro biala. 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 Yita mubi wa papa na bate the Samia. Yachaga mubi wa papa na bate the Samia. Yita mubi wa papa na bate. Yita Yachaga Yita Yachaga. Gano dende, Rasta so dende. 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 Yoita mubi opapa na bate the samia. Ya chaja mubi opapa na bate the samia. Yoita mubi opapa na bate the samia. Ya chaja. I go the tail in the money, I need John in the money. I say coffee in the money, I say more John in the money. Winter in the money, I see me not be in the money. Robert Mesa, goalkeeper number one. The boy, the best, you suro biala. 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 Yoita mubi wa papa na bate the samia. Ya chaja mubi wa papa na bate the samia. Yoita mubi wa papa na bate the samia. Ya chaja. I be the tail in the money, I need John in the money. I say coffee in the money, I say more John in the money. Winter in the money, see me not be in the money. Robert Mesa, goalkeeper number one. The boy, the best, you suro biala. 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 Yoita mubi wa papa na bate the samia. Ya chaja mubi wa papa na bate the samia. Yoita mubi wa papa na bate the samia. Ya chaja mubi wa papa na bate the samia. Yoita ma, ya chaja ma. Yoita ma. Ya chaja. Bye bye liwe ina ya dilumono. Bakalika yeso ina ya sauma wanepe. Bye bye liwe ina ya dilumono. Bakalika yeso ina ya sauma wanepe. Gano dende, Rasta so dende. 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 Yoita mubi wa papa na bate the samia. Ya chaja mubi wa papa na bate the samia. Yoita mubi wa papa na bate the samia. Ya chaja. I need John in the money. I say coffee in the money. I say more John in the money. Winter in the money. See me not be in the money. Robert Mesa, goalkeeper number one. The boy, the best, you suro biala. 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 Yoita ya chaja ma. Yoita ya chaja.
Empire Bay na yebo. Asa Bay na yesa. Yeni na ye edi amahwan. Mwajo Makwaba, Bethel TV and radio. Hot issue. Saturday evening. The name of June 2026. India Queer PSC every Saturday. The hottest socio-political program. Now, and then so no, yes, a politics room, but sports room. The whole the mountain, I walk up. The last week, but now I come back and then so the Bobo Moka crash, I'm going to say, Ramudian Moon say, it's a Dajani Postocra, fire. After yes, and you Ben yet to Ben yet born. Now you went here Black Stars. Black Stars, you best say, bet you on 1 money. Walk up, you bet you 2026. Man for your muscle as them. Join us live Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Bethel TV, Bethel Multimedia. Sports league no first league no that's the first phase number. Group A no Mexico ni US Asia. The Mexico say almost 2. I know yes South Africa. Ghana for you Africa for you some Mexico for. Mexico ni South Africa for but Africa for you say omu nyina Mexicans. And there na e ba yentia. Mexico for SL South Africa. I can't me no man to me anti kokra. Some no na ye libre some. South Korea. I'm gonna check. So a 2-1. Canada and Bosnia. And it's now 1-1. It's that say I don't saw any accept no. Hey, just say enya de keto. And then you may atrase me see ye be bon komo. Na ye bon komo ni ye hwe say your next line of action. Ye ne Panama. Boy, yesi na yesi no e de na film bae. Go last week e bon komo. Na nutimu ka say ye ntimi anhye hwe kra de. Ya anye hwe kra de. Na nye Panama. Ya free points de. O say timi agi free omo e hodo mo. Enti empanampa yetimi de se eye oyo ema yetimi ekobo ball no ya free point nti aka England and Croatia
issues.
yes it's hot issues say ebesew it's basa ne de ne se ni nyina no eye Bethel TV and radio and enumre hot issues na de browti woni yan enhia na afa yenso yentimi eni enkomo na yenhwe senia enema so besibi akọ ene enumre na before say yebekọ no yani Peter Newton Latte ebo enkomo oye video analyst because last week analyst of the ma yen efa yen league no na say ye matches no ho na o kan say bebrebe but most of them no abem e pese timi eni bon komo na ye share ye next lot of action because the second game no England Blasters in England Blasters in England na e kwa akose na most nim say ye second match no ya na edin say ye betumi lose na yetimi ayo ni ye first match ye wi ni de and that's so bang na e wo ho edi Ghana Black Stars say ye betumi 1-0 0-0 na face so na yetimi so I the last one so yatia win ana quick one mamenko ahoma so na mene Peter Latte enkomo Peter Newton Peter anyime be moajo e makwa baba Bethel TV and radio UK e monte so
yes je so pa je so na yimbe
na Ghana to say
oh Ghana boko so na to
is your dog
especially Kumasi
oh
so to Kumasi sabia me no ka say Mr. Ntade Betain
you had you any bomber ya had cry in your singlet
wow
in your singlet singlet in your best
more let me
na more is your turn na etumu no you crow back so say achemfo omo public toilet no njo cry to the public toilet na more is your turn na etumu no sila na njo da so to hoyi Ghana
there be so le turn in the flag and the two by being so far from Ghana Ghana film so far by you kwine you travel Africa too kwine PSA Ghana is one of the best countries if you know which are convincing they say so for we toilet to continue and so to Ghana, but be you can watch your wife, so we see floods in Spain. I know Spain, Valencia. Like this Kakoma, almost Spain money now. Yes, is Kakoma Valencia for the Girona. So many Ghana, Ghana is one of the beautiful places out in the core. It's surely a disaster there, and natural happens to everybody.
No, you thought that no, is a pizza corona, maybe says no, on Benny for him.
I know you say you're more toilet to cry only the air for the hot. And they said you are full of the who is said another full of the no, oh yeah, the BS one. Maybe answer said a castle.
Hot issues.
Natural hot issues. So, Peter, my mom, you might be now. Me famra hot issues so better TV radio now. Last week, the Kubo Bebre, especially your World Cup, na your group I wom, your England, Panama, Croatia, Ebesia, Emma, only okay, Croatia, Ebesia. So the Croatia, I Ebesia Croatia for the Croatia, Ebesia. Now, okay, sir, so 2 frame matches no, you ain't never crowd here, and you're in Panama. But also Panama, boy, you're blasters, your boy, and one. At a point, no, na, me yam to say me pa na. In fact, na me nyam ho hwe say me no. Say me num TV no. Say me nya dey yo because na me hu de yakwasa e bia jama Panama akra betimi ahye yen. Now, bibia ba Ghana yetimi say 3 points no. In all no, obeka ne say.
No, reason the breed, everyone was at Ghana for any agent, Ghana for Ebosi, Ghana for celebrity. Celebration not comes out of many reasons, many reasons. Number one reason is you have 3 points at Chefa, especially in our last couple of games, before this coach,
okay.
Now you're very assigning and meaningful results out of your games. Now you're born there, but having this coach against Wales, we drew and shared scores. And then from Wales game, I'm for graduate, I must say, oh, I can coach will to be by something positive would have probably happened, or could have happened. 8 years, first 3 points, especially Korea World Cup 3 points. Germany share a friendly game, Austria share a friendly game, Japan share, Mexico share a friendly game. And the last time a performance, was by a World Cup, and not yes, about the last hour. Manchester pressure about minus. Now, the imagine when the 3 points in the year, but at the Abotoyum Abapa because Kama and can be PC.
Now, I feel Yamra match in perspective, and Kasana, yan share seniors because boy, Panama boy, and a boy, blaster boy, ya ho den no nesa anya lack na why fa dia enka obi abeka say ball no de Praman and can deserve win but lack no because your lack eludi omo na black no buy anya fa ne bas it's so analysis so share ball no performance Ghana and Black Star Ghana and Panama ya kon say
Ghana and Panama they are boy we PC and never ba ku me bia ya fa free game ni mo no. I don't know if she the next game. When you back you know fine say. So first half I bought here Panama no. Panama is a 4th or 5th tier football country.
Okay.
4th or 5th tier. So say all categorize the football countries and football nations are about World Cup and first bracket, second bracket, third bracket, 4th, 5th. Panama and top 4th over to 5th. Oh, Brazil, Germany, Argentina, France. I come once and say, football nations, Spain, especially in the last 20 years.
Okay.
Then you have countries like Belgium, Netherlands, Germany, England. I was also about World Cup in Poland. Some conferences so Then remember the third one, Morocco, Senegal, also Nigeria, okay. Colombia. These countries, PSA one found him in Matable on the house. Or your third bracket, you know. And so, which we can get a crowd and cause our Yamaku to see a letter news all the time. So, Sepuluko Senegal, Ivory Coast, no one and say no, a Malay more air Africa, no, or one will say Ghana, they are not Ghana, one will say Panama. And if you found can make a quality experience, football history, and all of that, and make us say, okay, this is a Panama need to be their chances. It's first half. In fact, going over in the England game, no. So I started that all right. I'm not super confident against England.
Okay.
I'm not super confident. Selection coach in the year, roles or the certain players, or more responsibilities. Your players will be all filled in so. Coach role no the mama no, which me more, but coach is to be your free ball. I'm betting on board most almost all game coach is being free. At some point, another coach will be free, no pushing a different position.
Okay.
So I make Ghana as someone. I'm trying to your born about my head. I'm out for baby, no more car. A chain of who gave me so a chain of my method. So it's uncle Bonnie.
Matibipa.
Or by method, no. Now, or pass a chain, you know, to be cloak a ball. So you're by method, eh? Seven Ghana 40. The little woman city, no, we are looking for goals. He's the most informed player of Premiership.
Yes.
Goals, and I'm a hero. Seven years to a dribbler. 7 years more yet a passer. When you take critical players, so you'll be able to equip your ball. Oh, would the ball also no a time for full. No one feels for the play, they are passing pass via. Your bomb, I will say in Chasso, or pass a pass in Gino. Where are the goals? Well, back down about 34 games, 3 goals per rush. 34 games. 3 goals, and after the national Ghana. It's a pass, and I'm giving you Uniswa. Let us see in Chasso.
You just when you. Because a go,
I'm not there. Goals in a ship, you also when you said out to the trouble. So we shall go who, so we shall go who again. It's very strong, also a superstar. Oh, no, we a superstar. We a superstar, Man City. Yeah, you will be the answer.
And go for crowd, and go for crowd issue, a man of the match now. You know, Unya, say ball no or ball bear and the Onya man of the match. That was our game. No
FIFA near my moero. What will say? I quite did you. Bona, which means in the Malay. Say, you let chess as all three come in this because a new control. And okay. What up? Yeah, 2 as I say about first half. Yeah, for your mother break up. Say about first half, second half, third half, fourth half. To say your school. Come on, advert na. Sports, yeah, sports on Ghana is a so commercial backup. It's a kind of football night. Yes, over the water hydration about the show, but over advert. So man of the match, you know, over the image. What was strong image? Obviously, I sell it. Budweiser, I want some more tall. Oh, okay. Man of the match, Budweiser the sponsor.
Okay.
It's a good for him. Saturday, I was a family Diana or as a Boca Crab image. I won't go find the insurance. I don't know one image or top level of the game. No, Duke Park or Morocco. And Brazil gave the ball pass, Sabari boy, and Sanya go. And Morocco, but I want to look at Vinicius. And my man for Casasa.
Yes.
Man for Casa, Vinicius, and I'm saying, Vinicius himself, I'm just saying, so many serious. One hour, what I said, I want to see a kind of a show. Only when I'm born on side, would you all to confess touch in the face. When I come from I can call life, I can come as my actual class. So we call life for show. The first touch and shall I better be. Now, just when you're from about top bomb running defenders, chow up from now. Sorry. Hey. Now, no more else is superstar. Now, we are see job like you.
On no one can be. On one, I mean, as a captain.
I may call to what say.
Okay, go.
Jordan, Obona, and yet, ya can't be. Your workers be. PSC, can ya, my cock, let you not to do about your boss and do so.
Hot issues.
Not just one more cancer, what are you family? And I will tell you family. And I will tell you. PSC, who to a different mental that. utu ni pan twin tawo no ade aye no na se boy ni dukra no tawo na do ba jina Yakobon se ni wade na betu ga yo eti me me ti ga no we be ba be no kata de da yu na agwa na yu se me ne bra obo no ma fe obi any say any ma kota no me come mo asem that's my job also board that is his job na me kasa wi am for so ko Facebook e ko di ma chem e ko fire me ebi mo bo ma so and that is their job they think na ye kan asem a wo se ye tare say mo na obo ma ga na nye o ti mo no jeje so yes
no otito
o ye senior player o ye experience player but we have to ni na e bo free kick no a em fa so bi e no e bre Jordan you to chili family do Okofa Leicester City we go free Premier League akọ championship from championship we go League 1 and then one baba captain Ghana say you know what you say with goals Leicester City record relegation what start game obamu 10 minutes 15 minutes 12 minutes oba Ghana so for about 10 minutes here adai if you have more you do after ka won say bebe no sa na ofe Jordan realizes say o mine obo no man for believe be pay if you are about to attend for no including if you brother there you the day you boy ya ka say wa bre onko me man kra no to so no and they are bre kra better say Jordan ade bo basa e ka Jordan say ye no muna e ka Jordan say be ye no muna ye see the you they didn't call me but e better say ye Jordan Jordan ye can more crazy against England, give me a big game.
Okay.
Against England, give me a big game. We want all runners, including you, the goalkeeper. What about this? Running in the MYA. We want everybody to run, with or without a ball. Yes, England is very great. What's that there for America show? So the points in there, Copa Panama, which we are training. Which was training. We are called to England. You no, my basa. You get very, very careful.
Peter, they're okay there. I say no. I register safe in the power. Sometimes you tell me, for instance, last week, come here, the boy, Muna raise your appetite to know. Muna raise your hope, no. Emma, you timid, Nigeria, in fact. At the 94th minute, I go to grandma, crown, and that's I hope say, a bit go. The winning, but Blasters and England, they are free lions, sir. And you know, and that's what more because they just who can't the day you ne, Jordan you ne, acquire as a cry, for example, acquire Man City as me. And twice when you ask me, okay, yeah. You should say the key players, we know with them and commit my boy, almost more here. Go for crackers. Almost started from the bench, but coach, you know, few money is there, and that's only baby Anna.
Yes, and that's one of and that's one of the Bomu Commander, you know, Yankupo, Homobia, now I buy your name, you know. Oh, papa, Sana de la Papa. Wow, you're near you know, no because PSG against England. What you care about them? Every more beer, your boko Panama for fun. Any more than 10 seconds, more than Sabbath.
Anne.
Your boko more every 10 seconds. Born who's a eba, and self over Panama America. No, born a eba, one a deba. Born any 10 seconds of marginal Evan, one a day.
Panama for a day.
The catcher say averagely every almost about 25 seconds, we are not Panama by half.
Yes.
If you give those chances to England or Bahama or Babe Panasho. So, person catcher said, Born, I mean, I can't find the video. Please, the video no na share. Meno catcher, the Panama Wojuma. What is a second keyboarder? The Panama Wojuma. Every ball be over the coil right back will be a man for Tosanaya. I don't control. I just say. Every ball be over the coil will be a jetted over the control. And I feel a message to give you when I'm saying, as a mercy. Sunaya no open a muko. It's a mobile mama to know to a jetty. And I'm so wow, wait a minute, assembly, you know. Yes, and then I'm high. I'm not going to hide it.
Now, I'm Pahona, Semenyo Toya, and my identity says I go. Oh, I'm Pahona, Semenyo to Insano.
Now, I don't know what's happening. And you know, I said, no, person like how PSG, no, person chemical because look, on a fair for Bono.
Annie. Not one
On a
pound.
fair for Bono. Come on now, man. Come on, I want to be a camera and capture the who says Thomas Breda, Santa for Bonama. Bono Beto, when you are up to rock to 1 pound, 1 person, you know. And then I was if you got chance, I'll go to I'll 1 pound. These guys, they should be serious. Yes, maybe you choose a blast against the mood. Make your throw. Just in the ocean, the players be share your money or call a for over just in mood. But so what number of 4 Monday to Friday, there be a said of my no to be born, you do at them because of who play the crowd of the man or so. Yet you say, oh, no, say, oh, born a defender of Papa Mujana, Mamuja. But on what you come Monday to Friday, no. And only roughly, also, I bring also, no car, can you cross a couch with ball? But who would watch no, yeah, the boy to 1 pound. If you do on my bassa, if you do my son, Professor, more money in a DSC. PSC, me chow from 1 day against England. You really see a consider first, I do because Panama for the crew crab on Panama for no crab on effort, especially first half from England, 2 goals were every
Yes.
Peter consider 2 goals from England the first half.
Peter, so Osha England on Croatia match number any more pa. Hurricane goes or say the pa say Hurricane pa goes or say a pa no you know say no the be party and Ghana the end yawu.
Yeah. I can't remember and come where the crack after Tuesday. I said, my person can home. Maybe it's been go. It's been coming, but somebody video show. I think it's your board and you never church show at the end of Sunday anime, no Biatia, and I get some of the Manaka.
Yes. It's a no over that in your video corner. And the bay.
Let me know if you stand behind the scenes so that I'll fry internet to Sunday.
All right.
Wow, should be a little bit enjoy.
Okay.
Yes, you may share the bonus to say your one night is a fear. Your one night is a fear.
Troca tantan.
Messi may count or be again and be any matter. Your mobile you and Panama back of a moment basso. Your body will see upon a man or Manisa and share the averagely. Yes, penny, somebody about 90 minutes. Yes, penny, 65 minutes. Oh, yeah, I have. Bono.
So.
Yes, many average best 65 minutes. Oh, yeah, half one and so any now, yeah, half. If you entertain England like that in your home, they will punish you. If you entertain England like that in your half, they will punish you. Panama for the and punish you, and I'm entertaining ya, and you also ask, no, but we have Panama say bono. Finally, any could go. Now, no combination of more experience. I tell you, could go, no, come very 1 point in the Naked, but. Now imagine you almost bet me any 1 goal because group really so many 1 goal in the area and one go
and one no
because
maybe I knew
let's really proof for the moment. Group really proof for the moment. So they know say and yeah how no 1 point now and they wanted to go all out until someone the point. And now Yakupon in charge a couple minutes back here could Jordan 3 more. Any boy being a counter be Jordan what somebody could even call. Yes, you're running fan of him. Body could not go. Yes, you're running fan of him. I'm telling you, you're born in your fair. You're born in your fair. My is also sending a gun and you're born in your fair.
Issues.
My main phone call was given. Was given only say check it out in your go. You never go. Who is a counter and do go by?
Counter, yeah.
Near man far ball of you or find a Jordan chain or running the ball on the caliber for cardboard sheet. So check the same thing. Going and the tea Panama. And crying far ball, not sure some Jordan a free game. So fire and running and become more ball share. So what could you do now?
Encore.
Ready now, now they make one of 1 year now. I don't know about what you whole world. What is it? I'm refusing Jordan. Ghana for the Jordan. It's one attack Jordan. I'm refusing to go to talk. Or be a Leicester City fans in put on my back. obu nyina jira Jordan so obutu ball so omabo ne nko and then before the papa na boy kra to la atu ayim no editor no na me hwe Ghana ne yedi Germany friendly game no so me the bobby ba no so me yoro na ko no the ball ko ba bia coach si no na Jordan na ni kire e hina kuma sin bibia no kana sai me ya no yedi Germany no so me nya ball de man no and so me twa wo ko botu ne msa na so me no oboro ball
yes
odimu twe ne de ne America as a Garbellia na obotu anu de Ghana de ko Jordan and you didn't share that we are coaches in the one on the chain or through. I don't know if I fight, a good booty so. What is it? There is one of you as a Majan or follow as a Majan run it or run it. What could you have bought so for a day? A day.
Wow. And well, another young check. Because also if me friend say na yes say you know video call no na ade no na o my side video analysis no say be ya viewers ne you need to be the benefit of the all you need na no am enti say ya in England then the fan call e be na was e de call strategy be was e de call
ya in England I think sir your selection as you say very careful nya chances be brave nya chances be brave our game
okay
PSA unu obi nkona offer boa ye nchiri boa fa wo so say wagia to say say offer boa wonsa ye ne Panama cry for boa near England ye fa boa means you defend it we can open the game and play to against Panama
okay
ya nya rules ya nya Panama how do you want to convince me say against England you could be mabo last 2 games I won the coach we Rose Panama England now we that's not problem defending even West in doing so no as I say I am very cautious said that I am attracted yellow card and as a red card because any Panama no any Wolves no yes I don't remember any Wolves no we say Thomas Fatenya yellow card in Ghana for Kasa Saya look at it, Thomas. Tell you, I don't know. Calibi, ever be far. I don't know. Okay.
Aye.
Patenya yellow. I know the Asian man red and come after second yellow. And I referee the chair against Wolves. Yene Panama. Caleb, just 15 minutes, as I say. Obenya yellow card and I'm for Asoka. England, was superstars, recognizable players, and woman.
Yeah.
If you move, make a video, let me go here. At least you cost no the coach of the SC player to the scene call someone referee batting the fair referee okay big nation ya come fair referee somebody here Brazil I said they inviting me by a different from what here Panama come on so many countries no you know so we cost around about and I could see hurricane but here referee the man record the few it's you know against England I say very cautious with red cards and yellow cards say consider first part of the game, first 20 minutes. Either you consider or record, let's say it fits in the game, let's say our ability to go 0-0 in the first half, it will determine your strength in the second half. Against England, they consider in terms of game one. Here's a reaction, this is for game. Say you compare Canada, near his bra. All for sure could be England of quality on better media financial. And that, as I say, a ball with a lot of caution. Through a lineup, any rules of coaching, they don't know. As I'm watching to be executing, me maintain goalkeeper. No, statistics give me maintain. I'm Benjamin and my faster way the two as well.
Okay.
No share in dealing with crosses, you know. Your ball, you allow crosses to be back box in the middle. England for the punch. Oh, Virginia, good. So yeah, right now we see the other. Yes, sure. No. Senaya no na the ball. Na on you know on ma tone da. Yes, on ma tone.
Da bi no
on ma tone. And then na analyze the game. On ba analyze the game in Panama boy in pa. So go Senaya no. So Magdalene say Senaya no na bono video men sa na bono left back or na ball ajete ni I just so one yam de man apart from Senaya de no okova Senaya yi odo ya de but no ane djuma no de wa anye ni yie pa na be botie o England game no say Ono ampa ho na nto asem nyo ato ye no. Ajete atubi ba ne de no to owie mu. Any cross bi e ba e box room bia na ajete e kwa for head no. Okoto ampa ho soro. But go na Antoinette nti amanfo anka ho asem media e adwuma me ka ho asem. Boss na tizigi ba chiche no. Yedi rules born at tizigi ba chiche no na ne bo na ba so ni na so kai se ni rules no ye service bia.
Yeah.
Ni na no ajete ko soro first e no ho ampa ho. Oho ya ade ni pagina nti no apem bo no. Ajete ko esa mi sesi bi emu tia England o ma pin na de bullet. Ajete, I'm saying this in English if you can't understand Chi. Anytime you go in the air, you go very fast. Your timing is very poor. You rush and you go for that ball and you miss it. Number 2, your awareness is very poor. There is always an attacker behind you. As soon as you go in the air, you miss it, and that attacker have a very good connection. That is why I think he has been saving you. Against England, you don't have the benefit or the advantage of that. Okay. Your timing and your awareness has to be paramount. You need to be on top of your game. Either you know who is behind you, and then you open up your body before you go, or you check up your timing before you go in the air. Other than that, those silly mistakes you have been doing, that gives those chances. Please, I get it. If you don't understand me, I've said this in English. Keep your awareness at 100%, and your timing has to be brilliant. Other than that, you go in the air all right, but you miss the ball, and somebody connects that ball, and then you can concede through those situations. This is my warning to Ajete, and I want to put this in English. Yes, we are Ajete, you know. Me coach Jerome Poku so. Jerome Poku, one year city. It's any time the other Sadaka Bono, or they have prepared no two. Ghana for more, so Jerome, or the cameras never, the cameras never. Massage video will be a boy, you know, no more than a pressure. Oh boy, I don't conference about no more. Please. Anytime you have the ball, take time and make sure somebody are connected to be. Then you find the counter and call MIA. Now, some of them go progress about pressure number wow. So, Jerome Poku, you have been distributing our passes. I know. Apart from Gideon Mensah, you are the next player who has been sending our balls out of the defense. Please make sure you give us the quality passes. Stop rushing the passes into the final 10 because no matter what you do, the pressure will still come back to you in that same seconds. And I'm done with you, Jerome Poku. Your distributions were very, very poor, and they were rushing. Please have time and composure whenever you want to distribute our passes. That is what I have for you. I know, say, 300 now. Elisha, every 300 Mama Thomas Pataba. Maybe I don't know, but so coach, you look for 2 man left for the day. Me, in my opinion, it has to be Thomas Pate and a Khaled Urinchi. Nah, in China, it's a haku and not 7 year abo. Top on the I think and coming ya. No mention Jordan about Thomas Brendan Asante. Number the near Majority. Top on the I think. Minyama, Medina Thomas Brendan Asante. Number about that is a few never Thomas Pate, Caleb, and a Niama. Not top no. I Semenyo, Thomas Brendan Asante, and I say Haku. It is about 4-man attacker, a very Niama behind Thomas Brendan Asante. No, yeah, it's a Haku. And then Antoine Semenyo, our left and right channels, not Thomas Pate, Caleb, and Abo. Sister Robert Nabon 4-3-3. Let's wear 4-2-3-1. Let's wear 4-2-4. I am very, very, very movable. In the final 10, the transition, I am quick. And I will Jabono, it's a Lusubo, so to make better press it. It's near my Caleb. And I'm Thomas Pato, from the people. And then Chinese is a Hakune and Chelsea. We have speed and pace.
Okay.
In the final 10, Thomas Benasante, I will be able to press it. Without a ball, we have Isahaku, Benasante, and Chelsea, and then Niama, who can at any point jump and trigger a press. We don't want attackers who will be waiting for the defenders to commit errors before they go out for the 50-50 balls. We want attackers who will force defenders into committing errors. And I'll take Jordan Ayew out of my lineup in the final 10.
All right. Good. Peter Newton Latte, video analyst. Peter, before talk about obi the message about Facebook. Allen Amwakon FA. Allen, you may remember say Wajibra Wutie na we share program hot issues. Now I say I beg to differ, Peter Newton. Kindly go and come again. Reasons being that history has taught us that Ghana Black Stars do not perform well during their first games in tournaments. but I can confidently say that the Black Stars will form very well against England. Kindly compare and contrast Ghana's performance in high-profile games, and you will have a change of mind. Regards, kind regards. Where Alan? I'm working every year. Alan, a good friend of mine. Or your brother cry, or Nottingham. And also the anti was send you see canon. Say your first match in Yana de Biano and why is but when say in England they beat my pan. So compare your past profile games I have on beat me my own such a but only agent.
Many are such a piece. Many are such a.
There's a game, no, I know. Timuna Gasana, and Timuno, Timuna Hockey Cana. And I play now.
Allen reference me na history. I don't call Allen college you.
I hate
more. Allen, yes, Allen will be a free bar or no angle or. And I make a very good take.
Okay.
But many angles saw me free banner are very different. It's if I say let's try Allen say or don't show me angle no. Or maybe on channel after game or better me angle I see. But me can say or don't know opinion no. Yeah, I disagree there. No way. Okay. Because he's coming from a very good angle. Say historically he would be playing good. All right. In our second games, the first round, the first games, they say that's true. That's true, Alan. If you say you can't push England for that's fine. But it's never me. I've watched in England. I've watched our games. Please. The coach has to have certain things right. Other than that, England don't agree anymore. And if I am forced, I'll push the wall. I think our best outcome in that game will be a draw.
The best outcome.
The best is a draw in that game. And drawing Pono are very situational. Very, very situational. If we are to concede early in the first half, trust me, that draw is gone. That draw is gone. If we are to concede early in the first half, that draw is even gone. If we play 0-0 in the first half and further the game into the second half, then the draw becomes more possible and feasible. If 0-0 in the first half, it means draw no egg domino. Then you can come back and fight for the next 45 minutes. But if we are to concede early in the first half, please, the draw, the draw might even, evaporate away. I've paid off.
Okay. B, you may know as now, if we are met from back door now, I feel I arrangement near. Now, it's me a video analysis on our baby, it's me a courier, maybe episode channel. Maybe answer to me. And media say, better TV and radio, you can.
Make sure Allen so for us to be at the bar next round, my friend. The bar is here after Allen, so also young Cornelia.
Me young pa.
So the man who based in Asia.
Yeah. Miss. Or your brother pa.
Number points in which.
Or your brother pa. Or your brother pa.
These are fools. I don't see these are fools.
Oh, yes. Moon se mini me number body.
And the move from Goa.
Anyway, that's the main guy.
Obani Shiana. Sure.
With us. For Peter Newton, I know about and come on, and your sports kakra. Sports kakra. Jafina, you be your semuna. Men can't show, sir. At my phone, but I found no digman, and I watch it bonsu, yeah. Vice Chairman, MPP, Luton chapter, and then you may over Fidemu, Hadamo, and I feel the Nyansa Abuaje Frank, and also yeah, NDC member, diaspora, and then you may no more AD and Como, Ewa Hadamo, Nafi Yasha. This is MPP in Samoa Abbey. Some say call say Baseko and Sequan say Mota baby almost some between Abuana and Kabumwaba. I've heard Omoante boom back on society miaba. Now, before I say, no, Mamina or Japan, the video no na more in Tiakra, I feel bar, Minana and train come on now, I feel no Frank and so American home now if you any and come on into Hono. Nana Mamma Coba, Nana Baba Cody.
Okay, we are na unity. Unity. You better na kopase. Amanta mayana yendare academ. Base na se. We are na bona. Udani mayana ye. Yana yako yes said the chrome her juma city no. Ubeka so ni atare. And the bani say anese. Omo so atare akaba ko no. Omo say. Who will be your ya na sha na wonhye elintia nti boni bia ma yenhwe bia so encha na me de free looting chapter ni titre ni chama na free fa ene na pound for ho menua baby na nkopon be na dom na se ye to abani pepe ye mu a adle da de Abaye NPP UK Women's Organizer. Also, some fan in chairman.
Oh, okay. W. Oh, business. Contest down.
W contest pa na.
Women Organizer. UK NPP.
Every council or dinner dear. I can say me am in family honje wage na ha and I can tell you say baby I war akono na idea. Adled that day.
I see you do at there. Our fan form paper home. Oh, okay.
Why any kama? No, the actually we are sitting on. Obey man I fe.
Into a number of them could our pre-position now. On my money,
be a no more money and you want our form.
Oh, okay. Job day ground.
The job day ground.
I understand.
Maybe no so same fan and cra and then chair. Mount. Na amount said you made be a would be as so no any DH. Okay. On a chairman free fan one Kenya any DH.
Some chairman.
Chama Baku. Aye.
Na organizers also ho.
Aye, come social ho. Aye. Insure make a diabolic. Who run out. Aye, Osho.
Runia.
So, Boni be a makia, and I mean, I done as I say, or the quarter, na every any be a born na baba betu ye.
That's right.
I said that.
That's for not watching Bonsu now, we're taking Calona. Try to say, Binya Frank, watch it the Yansa. I can Frank, and you really Mimajuma Cabin the Bible code here.
Major so many appears here, Madrid so here.
And we had the call now, I Belgium voice now here.
Netherlands, Amsterdam, here.
Netherlands. Hey, Netherlands. Yellow. Now, I bet most of say.
Oh, Nyamiadum, Bibiaboko, and say, Amincha, Obia Jibre now, Tia with Fide, and you may. When you say, your man penny, you're John Dramani Mahama. Oguswa or Totonium. Na wachi mu eni December kwe transatlantic slave trade in Honsema ye hon conference ewo Accra nema bebre akoso ama even the European Union for especially Netherlands and Germany return looted artifacts and nema omofa akwati kwan be fa free e bibiman mu a Ghana ka ho no omo the 2,000 pieces of Niema or Mabefa no returning in back to Ghana.
Okay.
And I think say Niema Bibria ya back wasema ni gisem. Say maybe a chem open so it me my UK for a returning looted artifacts to mention which and mean so and where be na sense here we there omo de woman a cover 2,000 artifacts or mo wi na na say bi omo fa free or mine mu no almost had the idea air or my Ghana. I think say never be because we're historical. Ama amemono airco said ye na ye fiction. Intino your do also you go so and I feel say within this 1 year, 6 months no and never be as a sound my anymore. I feel say the Ghana ABC na you say era John Dramani Mahama inka the 4 years ni no. Na Ghana afan ntuma pay fra free bra ye beji 2 million free ekufu adoba omia government ni no abesi bra no so eja hodi ama di obedi nechi nti na I feel say so far so good. I mean enema ekoye and unim enema na meka but dodo na no Ghana for ya we fuel prices stability ni ade the currency, no stability, also no free stress. Last week, Education Minister Haruna Idrisu akoma sebedem. Mama yehu no free stress first year, second year for your TSK Ghana buying deka. And your tia bia anti wo phobia was obano. While there some be this careful what they are can who say through the student loan transfer no. Your tia first year need bia sika what tertiary institution in Ghana. Public tertiary institution in Ghana. Tia ni na and o kudina ma sebedem account. A lot is happening. You know, briefly, beside me, Dana met me I catch you. So far, so good.
Hot issues.
Observe hot issues, better TV and radio. And about Frank Daniel San and Nebo and Commodana Bones and so ever had them. Now, quickly, young call your main issues, no so topics, no young share. Now, I don't know, I'm coming down, Hansana, because I owe them a party, my main was some we are my call, Daniel San Hodemo. Na enimsa ka mpanifo se afie no abofon bia ni hobio MPP fo akoto ma badwie makoyi the presidential candidate ama mako sesi omo ho nya ko sesi omo ho afi de danya ne ya onabo kana Japan se MPP fo there no now wa ma omo up to June 7th June 2027 se MPP fo betin nka na Ghana kronu omo nko ho se any the party no wo gu no fia no se wo gu party no kra ma ko bi kra kase ebeya enya ka partner kra se na edu no izida ono ano obe free party mu ana se party no ebe sake no so enkomo a koso sisia wo Ghana nyina enie na memi ntio asema akofa bai ya in the process of building a unity front for election 2028 na obian musenka ntakwari na ko Kennedy beba back go ba omi akon ho makodi nkomo ne adadi na then all of a sudden so about bonting can some crowd might be crumble in CW. What do you say?
Hot issues.
Oh, nada no creo. Metiano.
Na nature with here for Namede looting for chairs are mouth. Say a PhD
in the buffalo. Sasa. Oh, okay. So we be able to have a few years ago. So ni nabum, if you actually know who no more you know, so we be the one go road. Oh. Na ubusamia be a way. I won't be very economical with words. Yeah. But Yamiti. And just a disclaimer, Minkwama Dana Maker. Yeah. And their parts national
hot issues.
Maybe of a cave and any income. Yeah.
Come and follow you guys again. I'm stupid.
Honorable.
The
air costing air expose the leadership, the weakness within our leadership presence.
Okay.
And no
now what you say?
Sir, me chemwa, send an okay. Era Mahamadu Baumia to an amount. And yet, oh yes, said their parts in Kaboom and kind of economy. Now, parts in also then a party is also okay. Parts in work any for. Yeah. Parts in war in penny for the enemy. Maybe a Hayana Betana Minu Dim Komokase, and a Yama Wafi, the likes of Jacob Bilamte, had found the Wuswa German. If presently, Japan, that butcher and they, where are these people in the party? There's a BBN, I see the chrono about saying, and then the Akaku, you were there, Akaku. Mean to me, Kasama, Iraq, and Japan. And I mean to me, called Trebe, Yabi, Free Akako, Papa, upon you. me a media me pass if you baby na baby baby. Na your leadership weakness America was a yen to me answer no cranka. The yen to your Nancy in your muscle. The yen making sure to prepare your abano and then the aquacu baby. I will be a friend of you. Yes, say Moja. Now, leadership as my making say, oh, your leader, or your manager, not so any panel, but you need to be able to read the room. You need to be able to assess situations and put in measures and then make issues, and those issues are not coming up again. So, name me know what issues, not say, here, your casa, the dear home commodity. Near Chia and some Nasi, a Swiss really chap picture, and you feel say, and one. Then there is a problem with your alternate more mitigate his situation and as I'm comedian of course. But I'm combining some when you pana share everything to an more crowd where tree. I'm making sure say and you may be a see and run and see now. Then what happens they say to Krubia Babeda baby, Krubia Babeda baby. Again, men kasa mo hine e Japan Kennedy era. And I men kasa ma obi a ono so akwa ni bibi won cha akwa fa aba. So hwe e bra ye ko campaign. Haya na misa tena na mekan say ya hwe ya na nkabo mu no be ye den. E bi mo zio ye wia ye be ye de ese ye ene ade de ese ye de ye bia. De ese ye ene ye ye. E bi mo se already ye gina free party no mu and then we ultimately never be a big work like Japan. And then you free Musa, you free man, just because it's me, I know what it make a picture from Poliaco. Who could hear no free one? Where are we headed as a party? If you multimedia D and want them, you are Muhammad Baumia, Jenny, dear, you reckon it upon Jenny, dear. Obedient to me and 2 or 9 and see us ways so I'm making sure say sanctions individualized communication. It is a fear the nimia make asama appear and that party na make asamano. So me na kufia na sama nimia or kasama me and that party na kasamano no afano wedi. So people the dia temasi a baby with sunya and they where do we start as a political party? Kabo no ebede na ba o ka mi amanka hwe ne nkyerese ni mitrimo ye chia ye nsem na twa picture ne nkyerese asem ne mitrimo. This is where for me when they say you want leadership deficits which we need to work on as a party today. So ye pen kabo ye pe say ye ra Muhammadu Baumia ni nyuma wa ye enyo mo die ku akwam pese odi ani mi akwajem franka na ye ni ya. The leadership of the party need to sit up. And it doesn't have to be a day. It should have been yesterday. And they will be self-centered. And this is my opinion. I stand to be corrected. I'm speaking my opinion as an individual. Say, the leadership, I try a deficit. And this should inform the electorate. Executives. Say, you the kind of executives we're going to put in power tomorrow. Yes, you business as usual, where you're madamful, where you're affable, where you're where you're at the end of the day, the party suffers. Party also suffer. Me suffer. Your work from
Hot issues.
The electorate should be informed of what is happening now. Now you the kind of leadership I person omudi and party not to be a any SM and party. Just to be a famous interest, a auto car, not a car list if you're not just a driver. Maybe more cars on someone who see school and not just only magistrate. If you are now who see cano and now to be see school. You share in penny form with the Nimna, the Wabre, the Juman Sweni, what is it the first vice? Okay. Yeah. Or say, or Munina, Tamamuti. Yeah, if you show. Yeah, you be Muntranche. It is not about giving the youth an opportunity. It is not about your yard and four with to be. It is not about your winning baby. And it is not about your couple of baby. Jumano said, you see, I don't know. there should be a yardstick. There should be a manual idea. For me, that is why I started.
I'm for cancer. You reckon in Japan we beautiful because baby a part na ba do no sanka sansem kan bebrebe we nka atwam kra afiri ho enti part no ono kwa na obi a odi ya o part ni mu baby adu ebasa so you also give yourself opportunity for nkofo bi so ebem ese beka foforo bi so because obi an kan na obi like obi an kan na feel all of a sudden so be kwa akọ so nko so be temu so dia not temu sa because part temu chere part so dia we denya kwekwe bia wo rules and regulations. You know, as much as all can leadership process, or not as an individual, or also contributions to between a boy who say be at the party, no, or the quality or leadership no more can no, because maybe I do know. Also, the name of business also to be Buama party, so it's midnight. Maybe tell me, unreable.
Okay, I made that say, Nameka, send this a boy be your friend who here, Moja and Paddy. So what in China or has a one? When they say making sure the woman no more. Something now no matter. A boy view, your friend who here, Moja and Palitri. Now, always when you have one your friend who here, no Moja and Palitri. Now, it's hold on. A man who Moja bucket, no knows who come on. There we go. Meet me no one's in a hand, Casabia, Bibi, or Bianco car, papa, Bibi car, papa, and my papa, uncle, ye dreaded. Meet me in Camwasa. But yeah, you was a CSC, and I make us as a party, as a political party, as leadership, as making sure so we are reading the room to make sure so body language crash should be able to tell us something. So I did a chance more. I wasn't genuine. Are there issues I am resolving yet? Where is it coming from? Where now your leadership attributes I demand for? You don't just sit, watch the cameras, now cameras let you tire there, chair and some they are stressful. Nah, and one on. Rabba be a minimum no say. What the waka the whom you are by your meal. Now, maybe in Cardia mayo. It's only winning. It is a year, could be a cannon or two. As a twitcher, as I said, the horror. Just as a twitcher on Palpia.
That's a ubino or man who finds self per se as a two child. What would you do?
Okay, then I make us a leadership at once. Or man who can say. Because I know to them, honey, see them, her carpet near white and pump a boy room. As all show socks, and I say so you pump one no socks now don't from the room. That is how it is done in this particular room. Und mean, Dimras Amran as well. So room. And yes, sir, leadership say, you should be able to have the willpower to crack the whip. And whip I hear come once a minute of a New York Sunday. It started before now. You are brought your TV soon, chabo, yeah, no for or no penny for, nobody said anything. A brand here, yeah, your friend who cook it. What's all dinko, no for. You reckon that Japan started so to bomb. No penny for. It's yet to be a cracker whip and walk. Sabrina.
Hot issues.
And they woke up a cracker whip or my soul. And look at these individuals who come aboard with your mom fin war here. Now you're racking it upon the day. Kids one for me, boy, and to me, Miami. Payment to me and to me, I'm a also no. Did I make an say?
Right.
Yeah, it is all kind of the entirety of the whole thing. The bigger picture, yes, and your marketing can be announced, we should have nipped it in the bud from the onset. And they are resurfacing here.
Right.
And that is the problem.
Right. Nana Boachi Bonsu, or yeah, Vice MPP Luton chapter, and I am one. I'm come answer that. The answer. They say the MPP for doing Canada saka no bi wo hu say this for the same that we be senka we the motor from that to nkwa mu ti we dey yam de that's how to make
yes
na dia be dunie say nka ndc for the ko mo MPP for some dem money agi o dem because 2028 no mo na mo pese kamera so to so yi
ba jo temenka
bete wonka na so temenka
yes yo temenka
bete wonka o okay right enti you try say ibijano na akan ho ma enti na say I don't know because NDC for ne MPP for there. So back I children na back nso anya. I don't know.
Yeah, o say back o children na back ho anya.
Ai.
Enne
okay nsa.
You are Julius Debra. What am the baby?
Ai.
Education minister so na baby.
Chairman son of
the general secretary and then now the chairman. Honestly, I'm the baby. Omo obi edi
yeah.
Okekako.
Hello, BSA.
Say you say I happen na.
That's what you mean?
Hello.
What do you mean? Hello. Da Nyansa. Frank. Hello. Hello, Frank.
Yes, I was
okay.
Yeah. And me one. Ni run do so hini. The bia ke amana no. Enti amana do so kakra. Enti dey sanka. The amana no kakra o.
And the case are critical. It's the 90 MPP 2028. The Kakwi. Okay, yeah. Frank, what do you mean?
But I'm at one coming.
Aha. Na me busa say ayi de akoso wo MPP mu say ndc for some money agi o. Aha.
Yes, my mentor vice chairman BM. Na me kata ne nkra no mate. Enti e betu ho adamo. Na wonim. As ensem ni bi wo a ne ka no. De owo fie ni ntimi nka. Enti kata chairman say o ma me kwan na me nkasa. No kweka ne kredin papa. But not when you are within a party be to say the New Patriotic Party. PS you me ya adwene. Say me ni wo nyina na ye nua ne Justin Kodua. Apart from say ye nua na ankasa no, me ni Justin Kodua na ko opoku ai. No ye me senior. Me sa beto no Kenya UST or no ye me senior or land economy department. Ona na ye president of the land economy department as at the time. Nyamia ma wo so time o ye president na me the answer na me organizer. Nyamia ma wo so ma baby Justin wa ko drui. Na ye mu bi expect say obetu anamo a e de integrity be about the New Patriotic Party. Look, let's not mince words. Eduma no so ma Justin Kodua yen ka no kore. Minim general secretary waba in any political party wa record such defects, defeats, say any election defeat, people leaving the party. And penny for more party ni more no a party ni backbone. Dr. Nyahu Tamaklo. Papa working UST Dr.
Makuba.
Dr. Makuba. After Professor Fimpo Boatin, ye kicking out of the party. Leaders Ombe Buama Eddie change about party nimno under your watch as the general secretary of the New Patriotic Party. Those people are leaving the party.
So or individual. They no be
or your individual. PSA may now be a general secretary who now control you are the chief executive of the political party. Member Dr. Baumia so young for no as the leader and so on answer. Member, may more analysis be. It is a mania vice chairman, Ekase. Leaders are. Leaders may not come once. And you know, leader near who cracks the whip, who controls the party, The general secretary will right say or sanction obi when nipa no go offline. You can respect once more. What you say? Nana Boacheka Abronye. We didn't conform why not sanction no, including or not the general secretary. Abronya Dina Temosi wa refer ma National Executive Council. Really, the general secretary of the party. Obie di wa temwa refer ma neck. For what? Who were 2 minister or letter? Essentially, nipa no. Disciplinary action. The MPP lacks discipline now in the political party. That is their problem. Nobody is sanctioning anyone. It will be sorry no cassette. Me, my men fan faton. Can you imagine someone getting up and insulting PP Kweti? Oh, dear PSA, put way keke. Can you imagine yourself as a journalist reading in there? You say NDC communicator be the difficult at what will be that? What to be paying? And means because of Nehemiah or Diegua Kwema or making sure say Ukotra line now, he would ensure you are punished according to party Nimra. Kodia has the constitution of the MPP in his hands. He cannot crack the whip. And the end of the Japan. When party na ba the casem, Papa ni dispute with the party never can. Wakache must know a part of the defense committee or Mrashe Begum. Does this warrant attacks to an extent? Say you have someone like Koka saying say you be in the Japan trim, such an insult, and this guy is walking about with the chairman to me as if he has the party. Na Koka no, maybe me me what Santa Regional meaning even before I make join any political party. Na Koka me so MPP ni. Ebia ye mubi ye ko say MPP mu anka by now Kakoka no krankonka ho. That should tell them say there are certain people they have lost from Ashanti region way back. They do a neya and ne hwe omo ma be the party na chi a yenua Justin Kodu antimi krake whip. Yenye obi say political mavis sitting on radio saying say ye Canadian Japan wenyini ATM say ni real fika kra wenyini really. We had someone who was 84 years who was president of Ghana. Na na Akufo-Addo and na real fi ade. Na na do ne Canadian Japan why na enyini. It will keep Kofobi Gumu go on to radio so as babies with sharp teeth in MPP up in Omoaba talking against a renowned stalwart like Kennedy Japan. You cannot come and tell me say any leadership and it's true. Who are the leaders? The general secretary of the party. I don't the control party, no code you Nama MPP, and let the MPP down. Let's say fact.
So Okas answer be now when you fair to code because party no say also obedi ade bi ba you refer to the council of elders council no na omo so so make omo pronouncement say omo de decision ba it to refer ma omo say omo for emaya the general secretary no then obey.
Okay, and je obeto chem say all the issues akokodua ho no for the past 6-7 months abronya starting in Niema way even in 1 year. Could you refer my neck no into me and respond and neck and you're very incompetent.
And that and on a person who said so
you the general secretary would have to come out and let the population and answer the party for you know say issue when refer my neck no and made do say neck in Kasai me as the general secretary. I have personally referred to the disciplinary committee and I am telling them to do A, B, C, and D. I am say John Okroma. What are you saying? We have seen John Boadu as a general secretary before. And I am John Boadu that. What is so be free party him to that extent say and stalwart Marine Council Mama records under Koda. Within Koda Assembly, Maka Professor Dr. Nyauta Maklo, Maka Amakoba, Maka Professor Fimpo Boateng, Maka Alankojo Trematin ahead of elections. Now, Maka Nipadodwa. Tese Solomon Ousuma Omoye communicators for this political party Afafrantoya and Adani UP. Omunyina free MPP mu na call you and Kodia being the general secretary. Now you are targeting Kennedy Japan. You are collapsing your party.
No, but
me say a young guy like Kodia. Ye na ye hu se wenya baby sa esi. Na aye me ya say you are gradually through your leadership the party is crumbling down. That is what pains me. It's the MPP problem, no. From the head, no. Look, how can you tell me, say, what Jiatum as a general secretary say, Yankoye top bottom approach. Yankoye leader, our flag bearer, and Sanya Bay polling station executives. What does this tell you? It tells you, stay. Now, Obia on aligning with, look, on aligning with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Biano, mu in every party. She said, Mama, Dr. Bawumia opportunity. Munya polling station elections. Or ye in the cabinet at your Makubumai. To an extent, say, where you hear a chairman was Zoe and the chief of staff. Where you na Komiamoso and the communication officers. It's one polling station, 1 hour person with some MPP, no. Ubisin ya day. So, dear, me amount polling station position next na wa ko Jesus campaign for be free so asana that be when opportunity as a political party na it is our top bottom approach no anam akampo omo say a deeping cracks in the political party MPP yen kan okre
but before that no when say omo constitution no e kire enen kan bebia that say chenchina o say we election e free from because Kano sa flag bearer say anytime bia no o betimi ayomo flag bearer say also o call a form dey so mo go form dey no on constitution no mo kwan say o mo ye so this time around they change that one o nti o mo nya boni bia
the American want to say they change it this time around because omo also nya feel say yen changing yen skill man fi Dr. Bawumia na
yes sir but say unu say
no, I am reading in between the lines as an opposition person. NDC, what is going on? Leadership. When you feel that young can cope in Tabai, and baby, yen create opportunity ma obi, embra lamlight, Nanka says any party bomuna, a year loved by the party. This is what happens. And I didn't know my excuse against Brian Champon. Canada, Japan is skewed against Bosonche, Pape, Educhum. It's skewed against almost all the people who qualify to be leaders of the MPP. Amen. So skewing no more yam. As starting my rippling effect. Ebina make a say, how do you tell me, say, leader now, yen polling station executives no? Washa say ye or no call for no more ever running the government. Even before the election 2028. Doesn't it tell you, say, so we a young guy, now when people who bregukwa. Because Nipan were in the chief of staff area, were in the communication director area, were in the spokesperson area, were in the corporate committees, legal committee, education committee, one committee, and son of Mokwa police station election. So imagine, say, we a smart person. They say, oh, PSA, now who free or Boise East. Maybe our communication director or constituency. Vision Nisenka election 2028 in Drew or Nanka Kasama party, no. Our Kesman FM nominate Bethel Multimedia. Say, see about me a catcher say, where you will be obey communication party into one who have him. This is the problem. I don't know me and kind of
but the answer, baby, I will jump for gun, no diacono. Oh, free baby, or more person, we are no, because. An office. Office now or not creating on office. It's the on-chain Emma or more any
it is a political party that gave you the opportunity. This political party is made up of a lot of people from the grassroots to the top. You have decided to turn the thing around and now creating Emma from the top down. And I make a choice say, and I'm on now to know a disadvantage or more down. And then I Kennedy can't want them. Yeah, you can see from me up here than you. Mammy, scenario. What is your petition? Not executive council. And one deputy secretary, Haruna Mohammed. SC Obi the petition about see any Canadian Japan free party.
Is this Charles something? Yeah, deputy coordinator.
Such a person, Mukoya Moyal and the film. More yimpen for ya make in every man you expect, say. Young for so say you can Japan free man to be the
but the answer wouldn't prefer to say elections any political parties are and go for a defect accord other political parties no AC NDC ABS bebrebe and Gusita no ya no na oye coordinator de ma 24-hour economic secretariat no ABC bebrebe MPP ABS bebrebe. But the fact is that say accommodate party for normally no ya no mo nhwe so ntokoro mo ku no. It is only there say because obi one ma o mu a say at the basa I mean obe say party no say office so betimi e na free mu na what me aforja header although you know because as a military troop no so mo kwa akoro se tuoka ba ko na mo fi say mo de ne ko na enemies no mba catch up mo a mo ja no ho na ma kwese na bia mbosa ko din kunu and say
mo ja no no when MPP decided to leave Alanche did they win the election?
Oh say no there it's one of those things
and on make sure say one of those things no it is repeating itself and that is telling me I'm here as a main ka omo hono say the leadership failure from Justin Kodian and the executive na bi una omo soro no omo na create problem na ma MPP ene why are you disputing that because so be ka set here a leader of the party now untimi nka kekrepa untimi ntiano untimi pa let and trust was suspended no o de ene say we be flat gate ne say obi andidi mpenifo e party ni mu atema is it right for the political party?
Okay. Hold on. Remember how 26 minutes after 7, Bethel TV and radio hot issues. The Abuaji Frank Denyansa and I know come on. Remember how now Kennedy idea you can watch me Deputy National Coordinator the Matescon. A petition National Council said or more ensake Kennedy Japan because nin some no now okay cano I know day what the can say leadership failure. But then yeah, case leadership failure and so say why a part say also person we joining association na association bia won mra di ebu o man no and that's all the government association no so also be nkwan so dia o say you know the SBI also to mean neko eti anamo nkofo etui uno mo ya adwen because parties na mo be they don't forget the parties na be na mo do also to their parties but so be also na say kata you know the anya no be say ya we free na fe onya katapa nso free mu eti so sana akoye wonno nkofo no ya adwen say yem pam no yen nyini free MPP mo na
okay me da say ama mention say free say e kura yetimi on ma ni kuro yi diversity and a macro ni kuro political party the way ideologies that we enemy na adwen wo bi ho we enemy na adwen wo bi ho e kabo the committee will be candidate, Mr. McCamedy, the candidate of Yana Pet, several of the Pumas brain.
Okay.
Now, you two Alamo award. A Nipa or more free party does not necessarily translate into the stability of the quorum. And that's the growth of the quorum. For me, I do not support that. Reason here. Say, Ochina Nipa 1 million. You know, 1 million no. Only winning elections. Man, another Danko Kufuor. What party no na you see be your free party anymore. Where would the party be? Say Nipa 1 million. A year BBDC be your free party, but where would it be? Let me again stress on this point, sir. The Nyansa never bought leaders in the leader BRD. And so I cannot be misquoted. Maybe I may see a leadership crisis, and I have said this, so Obedia Dance, I have said this before today. But can't and the leadership as my making is not just about the general secretary, it is not just about the organizer. Omunina Kahuni and formal leadership. You want National Executive Committee, Omoka leadership. You want National Council, almost a leadership. Where we find ourselves today,
okay.
Say ye may be free party, and no does it deter a clear PSA from doing what he or she does. And I hear Alan Chamatin Koye. Abrante ordinary no one national security a friend is Hobson or Koi. Well Hobson and Yakaza. The gentleman Abronye Etsy, me TV, whatever it was, so all the attempt free individuals. So be your party, your MPP UK chairman. Maybe Becca or her. A koya, maybe Kwaka, your general secretary. A koya, maybe Kwaka, big weeks or more party. A man, it's our threatening crown for say. So we should be in every party, but also suspending our training background. Tell me that this does not happen. Did not happen. It happened right under the very eyes of the leaders of more party. What happened?
But so
because of threatening on.
Oh, can I say? I must say, Ken, or no Ken, start DMP before you have
now. You can say leadership crisis. It is a Kenny and Enra. That's a man a choir. Why today? That is my position. It is not that Ken so same party. The Ken is an individual also same party. It is a no yeah near more movie. That's a you reckon at a point yeah near more than keep it my cracker whip. And a young cracker whip now. Why to other than any ever cracker whip? Or don't let you know why am I near more almost a form of Inti afena ye sa awakening let's say about cracker whip nana. And then sa awakening no. See I could be any dream. Although the be any dream, the free dream or no. He has an opinion. I know that he's entitled to tell the way.
Do you support his assertion? Do you support Nema Bia or your or party Nimona?
Minim your macra or Kapmas.
A bit said or can you say on the party notes also blue that you say was it June 2027 MP for Better Ninka? Or then or yeah, Ghana MP for Better Ninka.
Let's call a spade, not a big spoon. I disagree with Honorable Kennedy Paul. And that is a fact. I disagree with him. But ono wo ho kwan say okadio say ono so na ade de kire.
Okay.
The better I me say and that time when the free father catch them make the make out.
Issue. Hot issues.
Imagine America. So you now be entitled to an opinion. So what can asem kura man ko yi bibia no dia no we can break it down. If you are not be a fact, if you are not be a fact, if you are here or we can break that down. But say Oguso Kasada fe no be off track I cannot support him on that. I am a true-blooded NPP human person. Mean to me come with a buffet na me go throw in the towel. Say fan can and not just about it in but we should also be able to stand firm. Accept responsibility for your errors. Accept to say, I had a nanke in the young if we hear about Bedruha, I die a yebu in crying. Say, and this is in and run who says this is your son. And run who says hard dying. This is his usual. Says he's watching. It's that then and then about the issue. You don't leave room for people to now think otherwise. Opening can say, the dancer can say, okay, no, or the farmer kakra and no be free hand they could be having more dear the person may catch a yina and say yeah accepting responsibility say baby I be drew as a political party and some na akoso from Enra na enne ade ache so we are boss and no na dey aba be in addressing these issues let's call the spade yet cannot crunch you. I belong here to me. The main person I cannot credit for me. It will be better for if you told me the truth. Said, I dear we are I'm foul, I'm queer. Now my dear to now making sure I'm making amends for a better tomorrow. Not that it will be for the betterment of the political party or soon yes some development and freedom. And no and the beboa am I that's a carrier, yes, a catasumu was a person kind of crash. The words we don't even know. That make a miserable Rabbi say. They are also by me, the worker. Maybe the miming kind and was a wound. Tibiana didn't say a twitcher, said the worker, if you was no, you didn't say some twitcher and one as some best. Oh, you ram Muhammad about Miyako the fee or Nako Casa, said themselves on the twitcher. And don't make us leaders. If you are not able to read the room, the atmosphere in the room, that's the desk pictures in the YouTube channel. Yes, near Haginated the boom, your poison will be where the other one, not a hobby. Or any. Massacre case is subio. Again, the more be a D, but a boy be a friend of your moja and palitrim. You wouldn't pardon our one get out on the association.
Now, how often what is a political party? Trying to mobi. Now, a member about one thing, sir, my name is party the air cano, or Mudiano, and Yajin, or Mutantro. I wouldn't say the stakes are very high. A fat starts my can, for instance, for a hospital, I can want me. Was MP by 80 years in Nano. O man, in fact, or Moka alcohol crano, or my mom, my for uncle, Anna, I almost so feel, and you and you know, so in I mean, in any association, bang, and it will be bit me at ASR, say, or as on phobia who doesn't give a damn to whoever is in charge as a party.
Okay, let us defer to the facts. I have listened to opinion in Casa. I'm Casa my nephew, but you mean that they are operationalized. Let's call it speed.
Yeah, was my nephew, but in fact, was a mama
one can is that. After your hospital say yes, shall see if we be free. And then car or my opinion for 4 pence on the sign.
Was my nephew?
And now, was it free?
Get my nephew.
We did say, and that's our account.
Some account.
And this also was our opinion.
Okay.
Also, was our opinion. We bet you. But Penaka say, I nephew. Name move or say, yeah, pens, yeah, and will be 15 months. Already, as your mammy, will be born any trainer, and I hold a quarter fast. I believe strongly saying, go beat me a can of from. Go beat my share 70. Go Nicolas across in your address in your job and you go born any trainer, say, or person and you. I believe that, may imagine the money, a honor guess as a common. That's also one agenda.
Now, as I'm with Chama, here, so she.
Okay, let us call a spade again. You be a very
hospital.
That's it. Now, my problem on this Affair Hospital is, a security personnel of one Ghana. I'm not sure whether they have Ghana at heart. Both NDC and PPR and police for this, so that we see parliamentary committee quite say Affair project. Tell me that is a lie. Affair project would have employed over 2,000 people. I know Monam Street or Moka Unemployed Graduates Association. Police former account. So that former account. And so parliamentarians say call her easy or Mokai. MPP pens we see. And they assess it may change who say it is security personnel see crown. And your mind gun and who don't know the shot I know motion. And answer it is just for the cameras to say, yeah, they be visa. And for me, it is a very big problem.
And maybe job security because so more you knew it.
It is a very big problem. Say, I dear be more mine and cost of a man, mine on Puntu upon any man crying at Jumaya. And nurse is here. A bimu cry, you see him go your money because of my cancer, you two or mocha. And what John Mahama pays you. John Mahama pays you, now be begging our house, come with me. But best some pie mine in a call you many criminals. Na security for ma akọ free SHS awie na omo hwe so mbeko university na mo man bi omo so bi university so ni adwuma omo bi omo call SSS ni adwuma na ya ti parliamentary committee so mra me ha adwuma na bi akọ akoduru mpempeso akoduru ndi ebetima ya afa ho a yesi mo kwan se ma mo nkonkokwe why interest na yes serve wo the break twa mu a na yesi ewie a Affair project in who knew money below. And then a security personnel, nobody move. That is where the conversation is for me. Not the Iraq and the Port Eka. A Honda Yamasam say the development of Ghana near Juma and Kranya Yama Affair project from 2008. Every scene there, if you have a pen and paper now, there kind was a 1, 2, 3. And Pedro was saying, how many graduates have come in and out of your universities? How many people have come in and out of your nursing and midwifery departments or whatever colleges they work Ghana? Hardly in higher security for no. The here say, yes, a crop for back, Yakusi Mukayama, a government project, your mining project, so you know, see a one kind. And so say to me now, I'm penny free new crew for Frosso. The two shall hook chair president himself. And we are going to say the wine. Ne Juma Day, see why you didn't fancy a bottle. Your money pump conquer head you want to be a couple. Who are we serving? Whose interest na yes serving now? So for me, that conversation is what is the most important conversation that yes you did home come on, not the you reckoned upon aircar. You reckoned upon or no one watching. Your person can deal or not in seven. And if you ask me, sir issues we are across and not affected Ghana, and affected the populace, and not affected the common person or walk room. I see it me do come and say security personnel or multi crop. It's why more more savvy. Is it that the Nancy and the Papa John Mahama? And answer why. And answer conversation is about Canada upon the other kind. Canada upon the kind of 1 month. The girls and boys will still be at home when you're in Jumania.
Right.
They cannot fit. The girls and boys will still be at home when you're in Jumania.
No, that's it. There is a call baby. Wonderful. Now, come on, you didn't know coffee by now for hospital. Is that why we are away now?
Yeah, and some other famous no mama TV be inferior.
Okay.
Women, you can't be said. If I have a gun and you have a gun, the two of us can talk about principles.
Okay.
If I have a knife and you have a knife, we can talk about law. If we all come to the table without weapons, we can talk about peace.
Peace.
But not when I did piano. A truth about question no nimishia say yending come about many weapon bia. Who will be the superior? And this is what has happened to Kennedy Japan in MPP. The point is, look, and maybe first election, first primaries. Pape Mokwan and Nema, and Mokwan is a movie. But the odds were against him. He lost the election. When you are after that, in some for Kennedy Japan, nobody is saying Kennedy Japan is saint. I know his flaws, I know Nema, but I'm talking as a politician. You did vindictiveness, Bia, Hame. Kennedy, after the first election, Prime Minister Amokoye, and someone for Kangu Kennedy so. After that election, Obian can once MBM. Mutraso, Moya and say, what's in the once you are quite many baby into BBNC. Another election as Ababim, Kennedy Koyas our Trinity, thinking that this time around, Obian more, said about the party, no. And this one Koya Mano. After that, you have some young guys be around Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. They are insulting the man, verbally abusing him. Tise Kwesiboche, lawyer Kwesiboche, on Joy Prime, spoke vehemently against Kennedy Japan. Say, although the same thing, these young guys, Koka, Maka political mavis. I am mentioning them because I have personally heard them speaking against Kennedy Japan in that manner. It has a man out here, King. Send the Panama Tata and no more time than here. You don't expect him to be better. When he's better and he speaks, Musebe free party, Mekobeni. Say, Kona Muno, Obiankasa. Please, you be a question, you be Sana, what you was to question, be say, Ekoni Nano, say a Cassia no Kwaha. Abe na wose nipa ba ko mame ka sem bincho me na na atade nyansa o ka sem bi kire me o se de nyansa so obi ka cho se de baby a nipa dodo ne wo no e ho na nokre no wa sini hu because se one foul conscience wa dwene andwene ho ehunu zie say you can be the single one to dispute baby a dodo ne wo no and you will be right and dodo no will be wrong e bi na Kennedy you can.
Let's say I know say odo in principle that's how it works. But they are also
yes, but okay tell me say
and politics.
Party me say aferino omo release and from Kennedy Japan e ba be kase oni party ni nya adwene. Now say Dr. Isiasare statement no one. There be say question. Enye ho asem. me say ansa Kennedy kwakasa woni party ne nya adwene na omobaye duration of number of years ni ana na mo say na omantu it will be about within 15 months and I say within 1 year 6 months what mean be kase nipa no incomplete the 1.8 years anye prior to that no one will say Dr. Nsiasare a true statement be about bonten can o kwende tie for nente
but no I can several times said
it Kennedy atam na o kan na ko trigger for the party to respond through Dr. Nsiasare no ye presidential whatever on health now him they be amekate some people's credibility are always on the line and you be and you may say on how many occasions under this Dr. Nsiasare when come to our from our hospital catch him say meboa okay say from our hospital I got 3 months no maybe that was when I MPP buy in 2020 2016 2017 also from our hospital I got 3 months no maybe meaning MDC from our hospital when it was 90% complete. Yeah, train what do you say Jack for hospital now that time now we now assessment mokwa na mo find the breaking news see a Jack from our government hospital I see we are 90% complete now still Dr. Nsiasare 3 months now can another election they say will be 2024 and stand up from our hospital start operation in 3 months and not done 7 years. This is someone I was so actual letter every dispute to the doctor the honorable Kennedy Japan account. Okay, or TMPP every by hospital when it was 84% complete. And then MPP free so you got the second round of 2020 elections. Now by hospital OP depend on Juma. Government hospital new one now mail some more commission no. 1870 be one man on our party. Me and you be aware this mun the kasa me the obeke bia na me dey there be na say be you unim answer because assembly ba who analyze me say here party me release this statement now the party me nya adwene now o boss secretary Japan obeka so we dey to say ba me obedi that is the point
the answer Musa say now we are talking about life of people, you know, people's life now. You can okay MPP vote by modi hemo 8 years so much being complete aferi that's ewo NDC one more time plan Musa timeline Musa mo be wie no da be.
Oh, so beside me say then you would expect me to give you details about the honorable Akando Akenyina, which I expect you to know. Look, asema okay, MBBA no madi hama no mudi ni sa keke. Obi wo hospital awon wie wo no see enkosi agenda 111 na 111 went me enwie ba kokura ansa na wo kwa. Say nipa no be see eja no ka. PSA. Ye de ma ka say say Obe complete every project that was not completed. He will try and do his best. You raise budget, you be me no ka say when you set the hospital, eka 111 no. It is almost done. You buy a discount on another one Oforikrom hospital. The Ekofa discussion we now buy accident
emergency unit.
Emergency unit asem from Konfanoche. And me kwa no name one say you be free Konfanoche atuma wa bieja ni akoka aferi wansem abena from na hospital aye completed and now him say from na starting operation him say from na hospital new one no starting operation
minimum
100 bed capacity and no dey it is an emergency be Konfanoche. I presume that o metimi akọ from na rather than say you're trying to say we are near a ferry, which would also be done anyway. Don't forget, there's a lot of burden on government. And in every sector, the big push projects are what do I hear. It's in the hospital. It's on there to acquire MPP for some 8 years. Yeah, it's what now over quite in every now, Sadani, Afro. Ekwan no me anyway.
And the hospital and the priority, CCA, but the big push
no, I told you, Mama, for instance, say government has all the priorities. I hear Wejuma. Yent me first coming young hospital, but there are other alternatives. A hospital I have for me now. I am ready, which can support Kompanoti because and we 100-bed capacity. Now, in some baby one before I can. I am a yase honest people like Nana Boachemo, that's where MPP. Look, he doesn't even deserve to be there. Okay? Ekufado Bekache or Ashanti region say mother and baby unit. PSA, mother and baby unit. Beginning normal some the $800 million 800-bed capacity. Every Ekufado say they about 500 bed. Almost almost kwa Jessica. Mexican are ready for mother and baby unit and 2026. Mother and baby unit Sikana Ekufado Mokojiba say you can complete it no however. Confirmation the sense can way. The same thing Omakachi about KJTR phase 2. They have secured all the money. That time no says Sibene KMA boss and sana sampan beba. You secure sikani na e the phone name person beko and you move be 2 ya no go e the phone so you move na free wo. Phase 2 no are ready wa da omunko sia besin ne KJTR phase 2 is kind of fine. We need to demand accountability from these people. And I believe say by the time at 20 years President Mahama years after we know. Now you know the nakedness of the MPP. And the choir omodi or my Ghana after so dream catastrophe. These people cannot even talk about corruption again. And then I will be saying once me. Sikano dear nomodi ya and the yes I could pesca for the other completely affair. It isn't my President Mahama pressure on this. You can only give him time. And I believe that is the way of my neighbor. But anytime I'll be person will be the pressure, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ababi Osonedie, we will resist it vehemently. And we'll let you know, say, we fail here. Been an academic catch on. Say the MPP doesn't have the moral right to criticize NDC on any of them completed project because Yamama Kwenya. Enti wotwe mode ye yodum asantima to nyom frem nsa na manye eso na asante region yam stronghold yam be me personally from 2017 and I'm starting kind uncompleted hospitals you want man PSA you remember ni ye ka ferry ni ye ka fomina ye ka tepa ye ka bekwai ye kan ya be before fi baby amunya mo vote dodo no you have let them down. Yabani ye de betimi aya mo be my pressure it will never happen and they catch omo we ye be ye at our own pace and we know say by the time I John Domani Mahama enko no we are completing most of these projects for Asantemai.
Frank Abuaji the young say member of NDC diaspora na what Adam come more president because 8 good years in the Sante region the famous World Bank of MPP Momo party more than complete. On by within 1 year, 5 months, most of them complete. What was the moment pressure?
Yeah, that's it. The answer I mean, I get on into the channel. Say, or can say, into me, my era, Mahama pressure. Me GD say, Yura, the answer, the rare film, and now on him in Tia, a beer, yet twaba, and the year before Homa, yet twaba the my NDC, a buyer. See a twaba at the party be say omra abaimwa the papa and the body munano you are responsible for it and they Ghana sikanina a good year for men I are saying yes you I come sikana you go to you they are share NDC NDC for the catcher said before Galam say Aquena and Topana Yoko Diabro and no one has happened. They are responsible for it. We should hold them accountable for it. Me did the pass say right the answer person can no create Ghana for no create the NDC for yes or tia say amamu ye shed ni panwa ye ye now no you know mo nam demonstration I know you are some judge the call 133 no can the members so the or body book e can some etre you are another down kwaku for or friend din no pressure pressure and then they are when that to me and no better than no other can say we will do it in our own time. Ghana 40. Maybe a job was in Ethiopia, and then you'll see they will do it in their own time and at their own pace. That is unacceptable. A brother here, and that's how I'm catching Ghana for some to about my bay, and you man, I'm busy bayano. Ya, ye pencil, ya, ye brim, ya, yada, ya, any bayers. I don't know more catch Ghana for, which is very, very disheartening. Say Ghana focus our line. I could name na the nyansa mo sa take care my air conditioner si omo no music to oba wi omo sa better mo condition mo no na so mo ba the catch Ghana for say ye be ye ejuma no enipa nkwa ho asem na ye
but Ghana for mam 8 years man fa pressure anto so adna mo within 2 years
untie the nyansa na me na make am odo na numa asem was 2017 no sha se e ball on completed projects of mudawru and na that dia no bo mudawru say dey no, what would they say? The man play say, what about so bomb the runner? It was pressure on its own. And today, you ran Mahamadu Baumi anyhow. You ran another down Kwaku Ado anyhow. And then one waba. It is our pressure in the air. Yet two of Moka said, I cry if you are Ado Crow and cry. You be here free. And they, your guess is as good as mine. You know, it's now near. You ran. Ibrahim Mahama, the machine could jina hot cotti or do you and they yes you in the enitia. Obina can say myself. Anyhow, it is over say, ya my pressure. That is a lie. What can and for me, media be say Ghana, yan Jane Ghana. Now you where we stand as a country. And the kidney issues are Ghana for a skyrocketing. Just say, what trust now to know why in Tiasia. Titru ye Ghana say, in Sia Yasay no, in Sufia Yen no, ye Yanum is Sufina Crown Hospital. Ayasa for it is a name, so the cassette, ye bayenu in our own time near 100 bedded. 100 bedded, really. Now, no, I remember me home for now being here ambulance. Between 2,000 Ghana city in and out, it was about 2 hours or what could just cannot have the number. So now hospital. Yes, yeah, your man, yeah, can be operationalizing your man facilities in over. You can wave ever. You can wave ever. It is here the dancer say, Ombeno in their own time at their own pace. They may my era Mahama. What to the dear Ababio, Sarkofa, do so at the Ababio. And as I say, Ababio, the do's as Ababio. It's mere money pressure there. I mean, did he say? That is very unfortunate of the car and the actual Ghana for them. And say, and this is where the Ghana for them year in, year out, year in, year out, year in, year out. Away dear, best or a young person. And I'm marking the miniature, and I'm making class of information. This is okay car. And when we are going to or more almost or more in from Jatamano. Or when we are going to do Mechi. Right. And I know I'm comparing notes, I am going to put the video and share.
Right. Same Boache was a good evening to Thomas Oheneba Boache, the incoming UK branch organizer MPP, and also the next UK branch chairman. Same Boache and sending this message by or hot issues. The answer, my mom 30 seconds at time national.
Yeah, me mama can't see soup, sir. Me say. There are timelines I work for specific projects. Yeah. Health Minister, I'm not the health minister. And I'm telling you, sir, that the records available, project be on the timeline. Okay. It's more pressure say jumping free. The area only enjoy another one because minority are sorry Boko Jina Hospital. We will not succumb to that pressure. Okay. And I'm telling him, John Mahama is going to deliver. He has started delivering. He has done wonders in the economy. He is doing marvelous in other sectors of the economy. Health, no exception. And you believe he say yen to me and the MPP bet me. And if they're able to do it, they got Emiliano. And election would show. Now election shows that Ghanaians were fed up of them. Omunye di no criticize constructively. Now you hope say a bit me abuama your term way. John Mahama deliver perfect. Right. And not say mo person mo sai ban temunti mo start here antics bi we chire no enye adwuma sa strategy we 1860 strategy on the flooding catch me ni abo ache say 1960s Ghana started flooding here solutions to happen yen ya ba ye de papa ni ye adwuma yeah clear all the drainage lines in Accra is he aware under the National Hydrological Authority bra kuma se bere what mayor Zuba mo said the bear in so the flow come and not flood in NCBM. It's in near my dear Guac by the time I JM term ending, not Ghana for him say Ghana air paradise under the NDC's watch.
Maybe that's you may say, oh, Kaya Hona, only ever some year or better TV so now. Wakacha, Nadam for you, said, you don't must pa the piano, Omujao, and my yena, since you are Taiwan, a pap rich home, why I'm Yaduma.
I have a dance in America.
Chiangofoni uncle and a tab national.
Yeah, shall say that shall we take for or multi to baby. Maybe a looting tea and I'm a take baby. Also, Namede and Shaka said, I'm a looting chairman. And the executives, the organizer, the secretary, the women's organizer, the incoming UK women's organizer, Adelaide Adai, and they looting for what's now, you say, Father's Day.
Hey, Adro.
Yeah, Fathers in war, people UK, the world across. The chair will be the Chakassia, Mauna, Papa Penes, and I mean, my wish, may suffer. Yeah, John Edu Demfi of ICC. Very happy Father's Day in advance. He's a very wonderful gentleman. Of a case also, and now in one JMP before the evening, Alpha UK.
That means where?
Chairman the free fans also.
Okay.
Engineer Moa. Now, what a child may be also. Maybe also. The we did this Ghana community and now they baby in a ongoing projects.
But that's it. That's not what it wants to. Hot issues. Better TV and radio. May had a debate on Papa Snow. Papa Snow. I can tell him Papa Snow. More about dance to the week. Prince. Don. Ray, I want to move on. Fire. This has been hot issue. Better TV.